Emperor's will? If we fight and die. What is death? Death. What is it that gives us purpose? What is it that gives the war purpose? Vanquish the foes of Hitler. The heretic! The alien! The mutant! The heretic! The alien! The mutant! What is it to be an enemy of the Emperor? What is to be damned? What is it to be the instrument of the Emperor's damnation? The Space Marines, the angels of death. What is it to be a Space Marine? It is to be pure, to be strong, to show no pain, no mercy, no remorse, no remorse. What is it to be pure? To know no fear. It is in God's faith. Heresy grows from idleness. To admit defeat is to blaspheme against the Emperor. For those who seek perfection, there can be no rest on this side of the grave. Even a man who has nothing can still offer his life. The man who has nothing can still have faith. Success is measured in blood. Yours or your enemies. For the Emperor. 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 This is the ultimate moment. This is the ultimate to the throne. This is the Blackthrone. There's only war. Is your duty? What is the Emperor's will? If we fight and die. What is death? Death. What is it that gives us purpose? What is it that gives the war purpose? Vanquish the foes of Hitler. The heretic! The alien! The mutant! The heretic! The alien! The mutant! What is it to be an enemy of the Emperor? What is to be damned? What is it to be the instrument of the Emperor's damnation? The Space Marines, the angels of death. What is it to be a Space Marine? It is to be pure, to be strong, to show no pain, no mercy, no remorse, no remorse. What is it to be pure? To know no fear. It is in God's faith. Heresy grows from idleness. To admit defeat is to blaspheme against the Emperor. For those who seek perfection, there can be no rest on this side of the grave. Even a man who has nothing can still offer his life. The man who has nothing can still have faith. Success is measured in blood. Yours or your enemies. For the Emperor. 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 This is the ultimate moment. This is the ultimate to the throne. This is the Blackthrone. There's only war.
Finally, it has come, that which we feared most. You told me a long time ago, old friend, one must always leave one's mark upon a plan. Without a signature, a plan is meaningless. One must devote oneself to it, utterly, with total conviction. I have lain my hand upon this plan, this terminus decree, this fail-safe. I pray it will never return, for when it returns, the galaxy will never be the same again. The fires of war will have been to embers as to what is to come. My sigil rests alongside your own. We have both given ourselves to this. I offer no comfort. Make no mistake, it will return. When it does, when it does, the galaxy will burn in the fires of Blackthrone. Finally, it has come. That which we feared most.
Hello and welcome once again to Tattletales RPG, where the table may indeed be virtual, but you are most certainly welcome at it. Where last we left off, our party have made it to Ursus Majoris, where you are fighting a campaign of sorts to avenge the wounding of the Primarch Lord Guilliman. Guilliman has since been, it is believed, turned into a dreadnought chassis, but that does not leave the threat of the Ursus system to be done without causation. You are here to basically plug the hole as the warp is spreading here. From the Kyrosian rift, a neverness, a darkness of the abyss is expanding as a black hole threatens to envelop the Imperial forces and could evolve into a supermassive black hole, and as such would start beginning to consume the surrounding sectors as well as maybe even the surrounding subsector. The Aravician is an unknown dark mechanicum project. You have heard rumours of something called the Black Iron. Was it called the Black Iron? Let me double check. Yes, Black Iron, which is being forged there. But you as of yet have no knowledge as to what that is. All you know is that this is a super weapon and that time is very much against you. However, you have seen success. Many successes. You have managed to purge Ursus Minoris, despite the Skaven's best attempts to re-infiltrate there. You have blockaded Gerzag, the main stronghold of the chaos-corrupted Hashutian Votan here. And despite the attacks from Demons of Khorne from exiting the Ravage, the combined efforts of the Grey Knights, the Numarian 15th, and troopers Gently and Ripley, who, it occurs to me, Gently can't have been in our coup talks last week, guys.
He was.
He can't have been.
He's at the Ravage.
He's at the Ravage.
No, it was Ripley.
Well, no, as in Gently is there, as is Ripley, but they shouldn't have been, is what I'm saying. So gently just please remove that from your memory, sir. But please also know deep in your heart of hearts you're safe.
Alright, voice in my head.
The Emperor tells me something bad's about to happen. However, reinforcements have arrived. The Abyssal Maw and the Sin Feast have moved in system, and it now becomes slightly clearer in the wake of last week's revelations from Inquisitor Reed why they suddenly showed up. Maybe there was more to it than just simple desire to help. That being said, however, a needs-must situation has arrived. To the solar northeast, the Dark Mechanicum are threatening to spill out of the Aravician. Here, they have managed to construct something, an unknown quantity, but you are one step ahead of them and are planning an all-out assault. Where last we left off, you had found the plans for the Aravician, scouted out in order to work out what your play was going to be, and you realised that they had probably just as fortified as Gerzag. Orbiting satellites and picket platforms will bar your entry. Cathedrals and demonic cannons, more guns to the Hellforgers will stop you from landing troops. And whatever is created in those genitor labs will certainly not stand by and just let you have fun. So, you need to reach the data ossuaries. You need to gain a foothold into the Aravician, take out its orbital satellites, burn its cathedrals of sacrosanct hell, destroy the Genitor Labs, shut down the Hellforgers, and take the elevator up to the Citadel. From there, you can start a chain reaction and detonate this motherfucker Death Star style. But to achieve this, you must first reach the data ossuary. However, pushed by the scheming of her subordinates and frustrated that her authority was being undermined in her absence, Inquisitor Valerie Reed has taken matters into her own hands. With the custodian guard Ahmed Viserion by her side, and her usual zealots in the form of Calypso Beta Rho, Apothecary Kalis, and even Brother Serpens backing her, she has brought you all together, not to enact a coup, as what was said before the session, because a coup would be that she was, not in charge. She is the rightful ruler of this war zone, and your commanding officer. She is rather purging the ranks of any dysentery and dissidents who would turn against her vision for the Imperium. We will not repeat that conversation because I think we could be here for quite a while if we do. However, I will ask the awful question of, knowing what you know now, knowing the trust that has been placed into each and every one of you, is there any RP or anything you want to do before you besiege the Aravician?
So she made it clear the timing of things. Is this going to be a problem that we have to deal with after the Aravician?
Yes, she has made it clear that she, due to her relationship with Brother Ryan, and when I say relationship, I mean she respects him. They're not slapping it down sexual style. To my knowledge, due to her respect for Brother Ryan and not wanting to piss off a Primarch, she is going to wait until after the Ursus Crusade. She doesn't she wants to do this with as few casualties as possible, essentially. She doesn't actually want to do this. She believes she has no choice. So this is a case of she is, she's going to wait for Brother Ryan to go, for the Dark Angels to go, and then when you guys are en route to Pandoric, there will be a red wedding of sorts.
Cool.
May as well use people while you've got them. It's kind of the mentality she's got.
There goes my only moral dilemma. If Brian's gone, then we're good.
Aegis is like, well, what are you waiting for?
Yeah, I was
show on the road.
Where you have to do this before, but after, I mean,
It's worth mentioning, if there was ever going to be a bonding moment between characters, there is one, I did message Joe about this, and guess who is also absolutely fucking down for this? The Executioner of the Iron Hands is also straight up on board. It should be a laugh. So, well, not a laugh, but you know what I mean. Is there any RP we want to do before we arrive at the Aravician and you guys attempt, because you're going to use the Dreadspear as a distraction and then attempt to board them, I believe is the plan.
I cannot even remember the plan.
If my memory serves, I mean, you're welcome to come up with a new one, but my memory serves, you are planning on using the Aravician. The Aravician. You're planning on using the Dreadspear. That's your ship's name, Liam. I am so sorry. You are planning on using the Dreadspear.
Outrageous.
I know, shocking. As a basically to attack alongside the fleet, not expecting it to win, but rather to just distract while you guys in your Casus Assault Ram or your Thunderhawk engage and try to go into the data ossuary. From there, you can either return to the Dreadspear or you can attempt to start working your way through the Aravician. But it is, of course, a very big place.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about summing up what we normally do.
Sounds about as stupid. It's on the stupidity level, Horus. It's on the right section of the scale.
It's reckless enough that Astartes could probably do it, and reckless enough where Cadigan it will probably still do it anyways.
No,
Outrageous.
absolutely correct.
I actually want to check something for... It comes down to RP stuff. Hang on.
Nice, we love RP stuff. We do.
I've got telepathy. And if there's one place that Reed cannot get, that's my head.
You say this
And then
now with her collector's daughter, but yes.
But she can't
Not a psycho.
interfere. Yeah, can't hijack a telepathic link. Can only shut
No,
it
that
down.
is very true.
And if I have something else, I do not have that something else. Damn, I was gonna combo something, but never mind. I just need to figure out the range of it. I need to know whether any target are in range, and we simply use telepathy to contact the nearest target. That's and obstacles except those designed specifically for warding off psychic intrusions can prevent this communication. You don't need to know whether any targets are in range and may simply use telepathy to contact the nearest target. Once you activate the power, communication continues until you end it, and if the target wishes to break this link against your will, they must succeed a D3 willpower test. If the target forcibly breaks the telepathic link, the man you suffer 1d3 shock. You may use telepathy. That's a lot of fucking reading, goddamn.
George having a shit day.
You may use telepathy to use up a target instead of communicating. You may choose to... Oh, that's interesting. I have to use that more often. You may still choose to speak... you may use telepathy to eavesdrop on a target instead of communicating, and may still choose to speak at any time using this link.
You son of a bitch.
If you use telepathy in this way, the target may still become aware of the link, and that something is amiss if a successful awareness test equal to the psychic mastery dice pool. The target becomes aware.
It's not a simple system, huh?
It's fine, I got this. You can just use telepathy can only read active surface thoughts, so you cannot pry into another's secrets unless the target is actively thinking about them at the time. If you use more than one target, you may activate communication hub. All targets can hear one another through you. Cool. So it's the nearest target, and I don't need to worry about range. That's the main thing I was
Nice.
worry about. And now I've learned that I can, in fact, eavesdrop on Reed and Calliope if I wanted to.
Reed, you would be able to. Calliope, you would not.
Damn.
Purely because she has that trait. Like, she counts. Like, she can. I suppose it depends on her.
Whether she has the
Whether it's active, yeah. Whether she's got it active, yeah.
I imagine it would
So
be
time it right, and you'd probably be okay.
I imagine it'd be more difficult at the very minimum, though, because she has an inherent trait. Whether it's been activated fully.
Yeah, no, that would be fair to assume.
But in any case, what Thrall would like to do is cast telepathy to actually have a link with Cadigan. Because of all people he would think to have issue with any of this, but cannot say outwardly, it would be him.
I have no idea what you're referring to, sir.
Inside Cadigan's head. Murder! Murder!
What do you think, Whackers Bonkers?
Yeah, quite. Aegis. Finger on the button. Finger on the button, eh? Twist, turn the key, Aegis.
Cadigan, in his office, like, what do you think, Scarbrand's folly?
Speaking to my mind, it's like the sun's coming out for the first time in 10,000 years. You know? They party in here. There's finally hope. The Imperium isn't doomed.
Kill them all.
We're cleaning the house.
So I'll have to run like an Elseworld fucking campaign at some point. What if Aegis turned to chaos? You know?
I mean, it would be the same way that like Perturabo or like the other ones that basically got tricked into it.
Yeah. No, I mean like if it was like Aegis like fully corrupted by Khorne, you know?
Oh yeah, that one will be the most believable, yeah.
Anyway, George, contacting Cadigan.
Yes, it would be in a moment outside of just the room. So I ain't going to cast a psychic power in front of everyone.
Very wise, yes. Damn, almost had him.
You cannot sneak that one on me, DM. I know. This is where like we had the secret like back pocket psychos like secretly grimly was a
secret prison pocket, but no.
What?
Anyhow, over to you, George.
So how else do you think she got by on him now?
I'm a strong, independent woman.
Anyways, do you need me to roll for it, or am I fine to just do it for the sake of?
For the sake of RP, I think it's fun, unless Liam is like actively rejecting it, but I don't think he is.
Possibly. I don't know, because Cadogan will be in a very, very standoffish mood. He is in full Inquisitor, play the part mark.
I feel the real issue who's attempting it.
I think there's like the way that Cadogan would have a feeling that he's about to be contacted mentally is that there's a kind of inherent wave of,
There's a knock at the door.
Yeah, it was just standing there staring at you intensely as he's like thinking through his mind. No, I think it's inherently. I think people can feel a psychic presence. This one I'd hope to be a lot more familiar to Cadogan.
Yes, I think Cadogan would not be unfamiliar with what it feels like when Fool penetrates his mind. Like, that is... What? Oh. Is it because I said the word penetrates? Wow.
No.
Wow. Children. Anyway, so as Fool goes deep into Cadogan's brains, into the, his meat.
Cool.
As I'm here edging the warp,
I will say, Cadogan. I think Cadogan is a very suspicious man. Is there a resistance roll to make, George?
It would be and I have to go back and read again. Damn you. Just a second. Telepathy. If your target wishes to break the line against your will, must succeed a DN3 willpower test.
Okay. Cadogan?
But you can make the argument that they could do the will check no matter what, and then they can decide, like if they win, they decide sort of the level of access, maybe.
Liam, that complication will matter.
Oh my god. You're wide open.
I've done things for this party.
Remember me. George, as you...
I've re-rolled it, and there is still there is still a complication, but I have succeeded.
I am going to honour the complication. George, as you reach into Cadogan's mind... No, you don't need to roll.
Okay.
No. Complications are either roll for or DM's discretion, my dear sir. As you reach into Cadogan's mind, you find it closed to you, turned away from you. And then a sibilant voice, sickeningly sweet, just goes, "Go on, we must let him in." And you feel those walls just give way to you, Fool, as you enter Cadogan's mind.
Now he's going to try to pass off as just warp trickery, but that odd, very odd. At this point, he would be within curve, I guess, not a completely isolated area, but more so where he can cast psychic powers without someone catching a fucking stray bolt.
Yeah, no, we're all gathered here for the sake of RP, but you guys are around the ship at this point, because it's not a straight flight to the Aravician. Like, you guys are going under the radar, running it quiet,
Yeah, there'd be a most like Inquisitor Cadogan. This is Darius Thrall. I thought to speak to you through psychic means, as, well, it seems that the other dear Inquisitor has eyes and ears everywhere, except seemingly our minds.
What you see, if the DM will allow, I will describe what Thrall
Please
sees.
describe the mindscape of Cadigan.
You'll see something not dissimilar to his private quarters back on Terra. It is utilitarian, but everything is adorned with a little bit of garish gold. He's an Inquisitor. But it's almost like it's almost like a nightclub at this point. There is smoke everywhere. It is very misty. And the voice and the person that invited you in, you will walk up to them believing it is me. Only to have a sword go through its mouth.
You wish
will
to
not
fight
have-
her?
Yes.
You are not the master of your own mind. Make a willpower check. Which god?
What do you mean, which one?
Name a god.
The Emperor.
Okay. What would you say the Emperor's number would be? Slanesh is 6.
No, we'll go for the oldie. Numbers have meaning. 7.
7. Make a DN 7. Oh, technically the Emperor's number is apparently 20, considering the 20 Primarchs. Make me
Why would you do
a
that?
willpower check at DN. No, I think in this situation it'd be Slanesh. Go DN 6. Okay. For a moment, George, you see this golden figure who resembles Cadigan but is the reverse of him. Where he is gold, this creature is black. Where Cadigan's black levers take precedent, this thing instead is gold. And there's a sickening moment as it regards you, and then that sword goes through it, and all you hear is a giggle as it dissipates and melts into the carpet and upholstery.
You do not have much time, Thrall, and you're an idiot for coming here.
Forgive me for not thinking that you did not have your own troubles. We'll have to talk about this another time. But
No, we won't.
Purge.
sure. In any case, I know you cannot speak outwardly, especially within the room of the Emperor's own, and surrounded by that of Reed's following. Tell me, you are her naysayer. What do you make of it?
He is a fool. Billions die every day in the quest for the goals of the Imperium. But she would put loyal subjects to the sword simply for not following her vision. That is a self-absorbed inadequacy that Castellus met his end to. The custodian, honored and venerable as he is beyond question. But him standing there twitching at her every word gives me pause for the horrors that such a venerable individual has experienced. To serve without question in the service of the Emperor is right. To serve Reed without question That is a different matter entirely.
Very well. I'll keep this conversation brief then. I am uncertain as to what I shall do in the wake of these new orders, but as far as I'm concerned, the current fight is with the arch enemy. It is not outside of standard protocol for the Grey Knights to perform mind erasure or putting it bluntly, culling. This one does not feel the same.
Correct, it does not feel the same. If it were an inquisitorial mission, I would enact and kill half of the members of the crew without question. But this feels wrong. As for your introduction to this mindscape, you will not talk about it with anyone else. We fight a battle with our arch-enemy every single day in order to leave. One of our previous missions, my fight became rather more literal.
Very well, Cal. Very well, Inquisitor. He would like that slip up of like him going Cadigan would like be heard. But then he would refer back to Inquisitor.
Could I insight that, please?
Yeah, go for it.
There we go.
The DN would be George's resolve.
What's your resolve?
I think it's pretty high. I hope so.
But a Grey Knight it should be.
My resolve is 9.
Where is she?
Hard to read, he's in a helmet.
Would awareness, would acute sense come into play in using my eyes?
You're in your own brain, are you using your eyes? I'm going to say no, because he would be fully armoured in his helmet, and you're essentially reading into the language, not the visual, because what George said is what we're inciting here.
No.
With only one success and a complication, you try to listen and a moment of doubt enters you. Would you like to know? Would you like to force the answer to that insight?
Why are you asking me like that, Bob?
Because I'm offering.
A DM's gift does not have a freebie attached to it. There are always consequences.
Yes, but sometimes they're fun. Would you like to know?
Cadigan trusts Brawl.
Why?
Trusts him more than most because he's known him far longer than any other current member of Salvation aside from Reed. And no, not being funny, we've stood toe to toe with each other and killed a many. If I thought there was deliberate malcontent with him, I'd think that he'd have the bravery to voice it.
Okay. Okay, in that case, the temptation to open the door both ways leaves you. And you don't gain any further insight into what was meant by that. By all means, continue.
Have a moment was as an ethical inquisitor, I would say, at the very least, while I still breathe, you do have allies within the Grey Knights. So if this matter pushes further, I endeavour to help.
This matter with the other Inquisitor would spell our ruin with the allegiance of a custodes at her back. Fool. Do what you deem to be right. Do what you deem to be the best in the service of the Emperor. And I will do the same. And Thrall's Cadogan's attention to Thrall would deviate to the upper levels of his office, and he would draw Scarbrand's Folly, which is now called the Sin of the Flesh. New name. New name, new me.
Hashtags.
And draw it ready. With respect, Grey Knight, you have overstepped your welcome, even in my mind. It is time for you to leave.
You see
The war will never end.
I shall meet you on the bridge then, Inquisitor. Which then he will take his leave.
Make a willpower saving throw. The DN is 7.
Me?
Oh,
Actually,
Fucking make sure you...
Cadogan, yours or the demons?
Mine.
Okay. The DN would be 16.
What?
Corruption.
Okay. Wild.
Cadogan's got pretty fucked up.
Yeah, there's no way I can make it that.
There's a moment as you begin to pull your mind out of Cadogan's, and then psychically you lock up. You're half out the room, half back in your own body, your mind screaming as drops of gold begin to splutter from out of your mouth. Your lips crack as it seeps down your cheeks. Cadogan, you see the mental image of Thrall shaking as just stepping out from behind him, trailing its long fingers over his neck, comes the other Cadogan. Come, Master von Alchmetzer. Why should we let such a prize leave? Devour his mind. Take his power into yours. He could live here forever, become a battery for us, and he would know peace.
He would become a battery for you, you foul reflection. Even if that were to happen and you did take advantage of this, do you not think there would be consequences? This body that you so cherish would instantly be hunted down, and anything you seek to take advantage of will be lost. Let him go.
Happen. Nobody knows he's here in your mind. Say the word, my lord, and here he will remain.
I am not your lord.
You're right, you're not. My love.
Then if that is the case, let him out.
He will kill you for us.
If he kills me, then I will finally be free of your infernal ramblings. Get out.
You deaf Cadogan, you will never be free. You will finally be mine.
And the demon slips back into your subconscious. And Thrall, you're able to you puke in your helmet, stumbling slightly as you return fully to your own body.
He would first empty out his helm.
Yeah, system autos would definitely be handling that. Yeah, Cadigan, do you really think you're not going to hell when you die? This demon's just waiting for you, buddy.
Hence why I have been trying so fucking hard to not give it what it wants.
But that's what it wants. Is for you to try and fucking edge it, basically. The more you resist, the sweeter it gets.
Oh, I've got a demon that's got a boner for me.
Yeah, it's Slaneshi for the most part. It changes aspects every now and then, but predominantly it's Slaneshi.
After that sort of experience, I think for at least for a moment, he's going to try to not doubt Cadigan here, and he will prepare for this on the Aravician, but he's going to keep this in the back of his mind always now, just after that one. That little number.
Okay. Any more, team?
They're all looking in any more mines? Come on
Going
into
to
the water's
Aegis.
fine.
Eternal screaming.
It's very good, like, it is a very open book. If he goes, like, yeah, I want to, like, fucking football throw the baby against the wall, I will.
Goes into...
I was already thinking about how I would play it out.
Goes into, what's his name? Sven's mind, and it's just fucking like... yes.
And
I think
that after that experience, he wouldn't want to then enter other people's mindscapes of risk of possible contamination. So
Yeah.
Pop into Monteo's for a second, and, you know.
Cadigan is going to have a bright spark idea prior to the Aravician to pop and see our dearly batty counterpart.
Who?
Reed.
Oh, you are going to go chat to Reed. Okay, cool. You would find Reed on the Strategium deck later down the line. She is essentially this is the deck below where you were previously. You would find her essentially in the captain's quarters. But this isn't Ambrose's quarters. This is essentially where she's requisitioned her sleeping quarters to be. Oh.
There she is. Inquisitor Reed. I thought I might find you
The Inquisitor Cadigan.
convalescing.
The Inquisitor Cadigan.
A remarkable speech.
My thanks.
I have concerns that are not for the public ear. You do not deserve that disrespect. At most, you deserve my public quips.
You are, of course, welcome to voice your concerns, and I am thankful you have done so in a private manner.
Indeed. The purging of these Banites.
Banites?
Those who do not agree with the redemption of your...
We are not yet at this time to be calling anyone by any names, Cadigan. I am simply looking to secure the future.
I agree.
She's watching you as you approach, by the way. I'm going to have Reed make an insight check into you. Do you have your sword by your side? And is there a 1% chance that you stab her right now? She's looking for betrayal.
I'm not daft enough to never carry my sword around. Yes, it is on me. Do I want to kill her here and now? No. But do I want to kill her?
Well, I'm going to incite that
No.
answer. I'm going to use your conviction of 8 as the DN, if that's okay.
Of course.
I am going to burn a point of ruin. Because Reed does not fucking trust you, and you have come to her after she's made this big old speech. Okay, 10 successes. Does she? What vibes is she getting from you? You can see that she also has the Blade of Baal ready to go if needed.
Cadogan has approached her as the friend that he does not admit that she ever was to him. He has never got the intention to kill her.
Okay.
But likewise with servitude to the Emperor, were it in the interest of the Imperium or under orders from superiors, get rough and bitch.
Makes sense. Okay. She would have her hand on the pommel of Baal's blade, but does not move to draw it. Speak your concerns, Cadogan. I am sure they will mirror my own.
Execution of the Xenos on this vessel.
Agreed.
It should be public, in front of the crew. It has gone on far too long that they have been present within this ship. Ambrose was not impressed, neither are his voidsmen. I understand their necessity.
We understand their necessity. However, the crew do not. If we go for a public execution, out of character, that's very disrespectful to the former player, who, while I have no love lost for, that feels distasteful, but, you know, I know that's not the intent.
No.
But from Reed's perspective as well, that would be admitting a mistake, Cadogan, to have worked with them. I fear that maybe our best bets are to deal with it privately, behind closed doors. But I am happy to be wrong.
I fear that there is an incorrect move on purging all who do not agree with you. Most are still loyal to the Imperium.
You keep referring to it as agrees with me or is against me. My dear friend, the Emperor is with me. A custodian stands by my side. I know you are a paranoid man, Cadogan. It is what I cherish about you. But a custodian is the voice of the Emperor. I am happy to, and I cannot believe these words are about to come out of my mouth. I am happy to listen to you. There are more custodians on Pandoric, and none of this is resolved until we conquer that planet. The Blackthrone will not. We must conquer it by the time the Blackthrone emerges. Perhaps Amet is addled. It is not impossible for Space Marines to become damaged in their duties to the Emperor, nor is it impossible for a custodian to. Perhaps his wisdom and his judgment and his endorsement is not as great as one that I thought. I am willing to be wrong. The Emperor tests us in these ways. But you must see it as I see it, Cadogan. Long have I held this vision. I found the child. I shed blood. It was I that Ankeliklas tricked. This story is my story. Main character syndrome. Anyway, but that is in character. Sorry, that's not me trying to have a go at you guys. That is in character. She sees herself as the main character. It is by his grace that I have been chosen to enact his will. I hope only to be up to the task, for I fear that I am not. Perhaps we conduct this purge on Pandoric. We allow, and we do not do it ourselves, we allow these loyal citizens of the Imperium to die for him in the way that we can only hope. Perhaps I am too hasty in acting absolution. I am willing and hoping to be wrong. Let us at least hear the wisdom of the other custodians. Would you agree to that? I am in no rush to slaughter loyal sons and daughters of terror, people of distinction. They are in short supply these days. We can both agree, I think.
In that you have my agreement. Yet I'm sure you agree. If 9 agree on a plan of action, it is the duty of the 10th to question it.
Absolutely.
And I question it. I questioned your initial hastiness, shall we say. Plans may change, of course, and I agree to the wisdom of 4 custodians being greater than
as well as
however
a
great
sister
one is.
of silence, who of course will
Indeed.
act as quite the contrarian, I am sure. But even if the 10th has doubts, Cadogan, when in the Imperium's history have we conformed to the one and not acted in the betterment of the many? We are the Imperium of man, unbowed, unbroken.
There was a time, Reed, where you were the one, and we rescued you on Luna.
With respect, I intended to be in that cell. I walked to it knowingly, with my faith intact. I understand that you view it as a heroic deed, the actions on Luna. I view it as the greatest failure of our entire time together.
Perhaps. The circumstances now are history and therefore irrelevant.
I agree.
But you were, at one point, the one. You were the 10th, and we still came for you. That is loyalty.
No insight check required. She does not agree with you at all.
No, I agree.
As in, like, to inform
I clearly
the
see that.
roleplay, you can see that there's just this barrier to her. She cannot admit that that was the case.
Yeah, because it crumbles her entire argument.
It's also, from her perspective, just not true.
No,
Like, Luna was a
absolutely valid.
cock-up. Castellus dying was a fuck-up, and you guys have been on the run for it since. The only time where she's been the 10th is since Luna, because of the party's actions. Prior to that, she planned to be arrested, she planned to make her case. Everything was going according to, the plan. Big capital, P. In her eyes, you guys made that happen. The fuck-up is solely yours. From her perspective. And I think as you sort of look at her, you see that insight. There's no argument you can make that will convince her otherwise. On that particular matter, I should stress.
Yeah. Cadogan would sigh, seeing the absolute non-shift in her face. Perhaps a clear difference of opinion.
Perhaps. But that
If
is why we
nothing
have always
else.
got along so famously.
Or infamously. Come now. I'm hardly going to hug you in front of an entire jury of peers.
If you attempt to embrace me, I will cut you.
If you attempt to accept it, I know that you will have been corrupted and kill you.
Quite so. And there's a genuine smile when she says that. Speaking of corruption, Cadogan. And she looks you dead in the eyes. While we have a moment. Is there anything you would like to tell me?
Regarding what, my dear Reed?
Shall
And
we?
I would invite you to make an insight check onto what the reaction onto that is, if you would like to.
Yeah.
Not forcing the DM to do anything.
No, I love it when players take the initiative on it. Go for it. I mean, she's going to anyway. The 12 successes. Fucking 2 Inquisitors talking. I hope everyone's enjoying this, but 2 Inquisitors, but like, it's you're evil. I know you're evil. And I know you're evil.
Yeah, you win.
Of course I do, darling.
He's the top in this conversation. I get it. You would see a wince, a minute wince, teeny tiny, barely noticeable. Even Thrall never noticed it. And he's a grey knight.
Reed is an exceptional poker player.
There are some things.
Go on. Go, please. It's more handy if you go first.
There are some things that we do as Inquisitors for the betterment of the Imperium that has a cost to it.
Of course. Unwelcome visitors in the night are not unfamiliar to me, Cadigan. And you talk in your sleep, my daughter reports.
I was unaware that your daughter adorned my bed or watched it.
Merely listened, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
However, it is a tricky thing to take criticism from someone whose mind may not be their own. I have faith in you, Cadigan. I believe you are not an agent of the enemy, but you understand that post-Adonis, what did you once call me? My stingy bitch ass is very tight.
Cadigan would absolutely grimace at that. Your behind is truly none of my concern, Reed.
Correct.
However, you know as well as I do that the fight against the arch enemy is every moment of every working, and you'll see him getting a little bit angrier as he says it, of every single day.
Would you like me to end it for you? Have your duties to him become too much?
Nonsense, I would never give you the opportunity nor the pleasure.
I know, but I thought I'd offer.
Please. If you ever have the same sentiment, please, come find me. But my point being that I would resist every temptation that foul arch-enemy ever provides.
I am sure that is what Horus said. We never willingly turn to the traitor, to the enemy. Of course not. No one willingly becomes a slave. And yet people do fall. And they fall far from grace, Cadigan. You have come to me respectfully, and I appreciate that respect. But understand that your words are barbed. I cannot trust them. Your advice may be honest. Your advice may be very well founded. But how do I not know that the arch-enemy wants me to stand down, that it is the arch-enemy that desires me to stop on my path, and not my dear friend Cadigan?
Perhaps you would have to listen to yourself, Reed, and he would turn to leave. But your advice does ring true, Reed. Our actions are in the perceived best interests of the Imperium, and all are subject to fall.
Sorry.
Even you.
She bows her head. Us more than anyone, my dear friend.
Hence why a little bit of self-preservation for us both may do us the world of good. Feel free to sleep on that.
She
Nice
nods, waves you out with a smile. The implication of what she was sort of getting at is you're welcome to naysay, you're welcome to be the voice. However, how can she possibly know that you are not? You know, how do you know your thoughts, essentially?
Yeah, and that was Cadigan's point as well, going that you are so sure of yourself. Horus believed he was sure of himself as well.
Yeah, you're basically both saying to each other you can't trust each other and you're both as bad as each other.
No, you're Alfarius.
Yeah, basically, you're both just saying to each other, like, you're corrupted. Well, the thing is that she's not corrupted. She's probably just insane. Whereas you are actively demonically spicy. You know? So she's kind of the mindset of, like, well, how on earth can I...
constantly invaded. If anything, I'm fucking seasoned. That's it.
Yeah, but demonic seasoning is not good for the heart.
No, it's not, and it's not good for anyone.
It's true. So that's very much where her mindset's at with that.
Yeah, and that's where Cadigan sits as well, just going like, you're so fucking sure of yourself. Are you sure? And he got what he wanted, he got her to at least stay herself until at least the perspective of other
She's willing...
custodians was given.
Yes, but only for the Imperial. Xenos, no.
Oh, no.
Like, she's not willing to allow anything in that regard. She doesn't want to kill loyal people, you know. But yeah, so she's more than happy to allow to basically pull an Istvan. She's more than happy to allow the Imperial side of things, people like Gwaine, she's more than happy to let them die gloriously for the Emperor. That's fine. The Xenos are a problem. And if it were up to her, after Ursus, you guys would go to the Eyrie and remove it from the map.
Yeah, but retcon or not. Yeah, but retcon or not, that last session wasn't how it was. It was initially conveyed as most who were not Astartes would be put to the sword.
And that is still what she intends to do, but she did say last session she was willing to have what's the word? That she was willing to have she was willing to let them sacrifice themselves gloriously. Like, she was all in favour of sending people on suicide missions. That was one of the things you guys discussed last session.
Yeah.
So that's no different. She's more than happy to let people go and die on Pandoric. Sure. What she can't have is Xenos roaming the ship and, you know, all of this. For obvious reasons. Either way, want to go blow up a space station?
Yes.
Good. So, where is it? Alarms begin to blare around the Dreadspear, and you hear over the intercom Ambrose talking. Everybody, make ready. We are about to enter the Aravician's airspace. Beware, our voids will hold only so long. Now, here is where I will allow essentially one-off requisitions. I want to know, if I activate this map again, are you going to go Data Ossuary, back to the ship, full-scale assault, or Data Ossuary, stay on the Aravician and play it, fight your way through sneaky times? Essentially, are we going full planetary assault with the ships, in which case you'll have more resources, or do you do it like a strike force, like a kill team, in which case you of course can what's the word I'm looking for? In which case you would be harder for the enemy to detect. So you would have longer before you started seeing some of the bigger shit they had.
I think it would make sense for us to stay there.
You can still,
Continue.
once the data oscillates, you've transmitted the data, you can still have the ships distracting and in orbit. All I'm saying is, like, do you want to do it like a kill team, or do you want to do this like an army?
Chances are we're probably best off doing it like a kill team, as seemingly on, if we want to avoid bigger confrontations first and foremost. We want to keep our momentum.
Okay. So that'll be a case of probably then going, well, I'll let you choose where you go secondly. You'll be fighting your way through, but the ships won't be able to send backups and reinforcements until the satellites are down, essentially. That being said, if you are intending on doing this like a kill team, then we are doing this like a kill team, and the vaults are open. You may assign a kill team leader and gain a buff according to who you assign. You may take your oaths of moment, and you may requisition gear for this mission and this mission alone. Back to a little bit of Death Watch for you.
Now, would we have to make the person somebody from the like a player, or
If you're going to bring an NPC with you, you could make it an NPC.
Wasn't
I guess.
Wasn't Beta Row jumping at the idea of going with us?
Beta Row is frothing at the mouth at the idea of killing Dark Mechanicum. He can't even talk. He's fucking rabid at this point.
because he would be my go-to choice for organizing this, because this is like his entire domain.
I'm thinking the same thing, to be fair.
That's very funny to me. Somewhere Beta Row just fucking die.
Is anyone else think actually, I think me and Brian are going Beta Row probably would want to lead this one.
At least like the first part, like up to the data, and like once we secure the data, like everything up until that point, he should 100% be in charge of, and then maybe he debriefs us about what's going on with all the data, and then from there we can basically kind of assign a new person in charge, and then we go about just kind of sabotaging the whole place, right? But like up until that moment, like everything his expertise are gonna be top notch, in my opinion.
It's fair. Okay. I kind of want to see how, like, as you guys approach Beta Row about that, you can see him sort of working at his bench. Mechadendrites are loading Hellfire rounds into a bolter's, magazine. And as you sort of explain to him what you want, he slowly just lights up as you see, kind of like the Matrix, just gun racks coming down from the ceilings as he's picking them, and he goes, "The neutron array, the slaughter, oh my old friend," as he gently caresses a plasma gun.
We deem this as too eager, Magus. This is the one that will be leading us if the others have no one else in mind.
I'm sure he operates from purely a logic and a tactitional level of awareness.
Confirmation. I am engaging in extreme logic protocols. Prejudice settings at maximum.
Music to my ears. See? He's more than capable.
As you say that, you turn and look at him as he's got 2 shoulder-mounted neutrino arrays. He's carrying 2 plasma pistols. His chest is just covered in crack and frag grenades. The only last thing he does is pull out a pair of sunglasses.
The kettle's too black. Like I'm right here with him. Like I'm frothing at the mouth. I'm ready to go. This is.
my inside of one, I would look at Beta Road this, but yeah, I believe it.
If you turn to Discord for a second, he turns and looks at you and he's like, let's fucking go!
You're not gonna get a nuanced perspective from me, I guess. I'm willing to follow him in the battle. Let's go. Who's with me?
He does also bring like servitors and stuff with him, so that can be handy.
Will protect us.
Fucking Beta Row, alright. The depressed Russian.
This all feels very familiar. This is good.
Okay. Alright, in that case, God, I had not expected that. What fucking buff do I give the party for your... What would Beta Row give you? Like, an extra to your tech checks?
Maybe,
I would give everyone +1 ammo for free. So everyone, whatever your gun is, your primary weapon, give yourself +1 onto your ammunition. Beta Row just gears you all up.
Oh yes, that works perfectly.
Melee bitches.
Wild tits, maybe not. I swear the wolf would have those little shoulder-mounted things.
Not in
not in this.
Not in there.
Yeah, we got shoulder-mounted middle fingers.
Alright, in that case, pick
I will
one.
take a jump pack.
I can't just give you a jump pack as much as I
No,
want to. I can allow you
I
to
was-
attempt to requisition a jump pack.
No, it's just me.
I have a suggestion that wouldn't be like too OP, but would make sense.
Go.
Like, since he's essentially so connected to all these mechanical things, and he's gonna, like, the second we get in there, he's going to have like information just even being there, right? Because how sensitive he is
Sphere and all this. Yeah.
It makes sense that like anytime enemies are rolling up on us, like we kind of know they're before they even show up. Like,
Yeah, I
we
can
get,
just
like, the
negate some.
initiative.
I can negate some ambushes and stuff like that.
Yeah, or just like a bonus to initiative, because like essentially he's going to be able to kind of get into the new sphere maybe, and
Yeah, I'll
what's
agree
going
to
on.
that. That's easier to work with. Okay.
It's been a long time since Cadigan's requisitioned anything. It's been months. What are the roles based on?
So you name the war gear, and then depending on the value of the war gear and the rarity, you have to make an influence check, and then you can spend wealth to up your results. So depending on what you want.
I think, and apologies, I think my influence is wrong, because I don't think it was ever changed.
Okay, how would it have changed? What is it?
when
What
we
should
went
it be?
So Cadigan von Outschmetzer.
What a guy.
Maybe. What a guy. Because it is the Ascension archetype from tier 4 to tier 5, species human is, you get no influence. You get the influence modifier +4, which is 4. But if it is from rank 4, from tier 4 to tier 5, would that have affected it?
I don't think so.
Were you asking specifically? Yeah.
Would my influence have increased from the tier increase to tier 4 to tier 5?
No, unless you got a Ascension package that added influence, then it's purely based off of your fellowship. I believe it's like your, yeah. And then obviously your archetype and stuff also affect influence, and if that's not all,
Yeah, I don't
effectively
think it
just
does.
just going up, yeah, just going up a tier does not in of itself affect your influence. it's the stuff that goes with it that does.
Okay.
But you can still attempt to requisition stuff. You all can.
I've already geared up for this.
Yeah, no, that's good. Okay. Well, we can always come back to it if needed.
Yeah.
Is there anyone who has stuff they want to requisition?
No, not really. I mean, I'm pretty much
You
certain until I
groove.
can get like enough wealth to requisition to assist in requisitioning thingy.
The party can pool wealth if that's helpful. Like if there's something you
I
desperately
mean, it would
want.
take it'd take quite a bit to pull the wealth for it, because I know it was like a 10 or something.
Was that a jump pack?
Yeah, it was the jump
Yeah.
back. So yeah, once I've got
So it's not that you have to spend 10 wealth. You spend wealth to add successes to your influence. So you might roll really well and then only have to spend a bit of wealth.
yeah, well, I'll wait till I got a bit more wealth to buffer it.
Yeah, no stress. Okay, in that case, as you break out of the warp, there is an immediate klaxon sound as you hear Ambrose curse on the bridge. "Fucking bastards, Bazdak! They knew we are coming!" And lightning flashes as beams of light begin immediately slamming into your fleet. Returning fire almost immediately. I hope this animation isn't lagging out everyone's computers as much as it is mine. I've got it loaded on 2 screens. Bullets spear out of the Aravician, and we are talking like a Death Star in scale. 8 points form the body of this absolute beast. But as your fleet plunges in towards it, you are all rushing down to the embarkation decks. There you are met by the first choice you have: Thunderhawk or Caestus Assault Ram. It will depend. That will vary. That will make a difference to where you land, essentially.
Goes faster.
Caestus is faster and designed for breach and board, but you can take less with you. So were you planning on taking NPCs with you, you'd take the Thunderhawk. The Thunderhawk is bigger and easier to spot, but also tankier than the Caestus.
I would initially say thingy, but the assault ram, but it depends on how many people we're bringing with us.
I think like Beta Rosa was a guarantee because he's the bloody leading this damn thing.
It is. It's true.
Does that affect the amount of servitors he had?
Yes, he would get less of his cacophon breaches, as they're called.
I know Thrall would opt for the Thunderhawk, but that's just because he's a simple man.
He's a man
Thunderhawks
of the
are-
classics.
Yeah, he sees a familiar aircraft, he'll go with that.
Makes sense.
But if people say otherwise, I will not object.
Party?
Yeah. I think either one's fine, but we probably want the extra troops maybe. I wonder if there's anything we can do to where maybe we're not as easy to target or something, or maybe we...
That's up to you. There's no space battle map here. This is purely narrative, with maybe a couple of rolls to see if you get hit by stuff.
Well, I mean, we're gonna probably be coming in pretty hard and fast. Try to... Yeah, I think we should probably take as many people as we can. Once we land, we're probably not gonna be we're gonna be staying there for a while.
Your plan is to sort of act guerrilla warfare behind the scenes, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense, kill team wise.
So Calypso will get one of his. If you were to take, basically, it's a choice between getting one of your big battle servitors or 2 on the Thunderhawk. But also other allies as well.
Would it be too far to suggest that larger reinforcements are brought in, such as another Astartes, like an NPC Astartes?
I can allow it. I have no issue with that.
Hell, even fucking begging a custodian, go, biggest more Daka, please.
You could bring Amet with you if you wished. Actually, oh my god, the narrative side of that would be spicy. Yeah, bring Amet. That would be more than legal. But that sort of thing you're talking Thunderhawk for.
I fuck with the idea.
Yeah, we can go with that Thunderhawk and
Okay, in that case I'm going to put everyone on the who's coming on here. God, he's so chunky. Why is he so much bigger than Amet? Oh, because he's in Terminator armor. I assume it's Cadogan, not Ambrose?
Yes, Ambrose is sipping a... think...
Imperial Navy
Lord,
bastard.
think Lord Cutler Beckett sipping a cup of tea whilst finger is hovering over a singularity cannon.
It's just good business. Alright, so you are bringing Calypso Beta Rho, Amet Vasirian, yourselves. Is there anyone else? I will allow one more NPC to be entered the fray. Oh my god, if you brought Calliope and you guys fucking killed the would-be redemptionists, like, turn on them before they turn on you.
Is there anyone else to actually bring?
And we could bring another servitor. We don't care about any particular NPC.
No one right now rings through as like someone we should bring as a must. There's possibly could we bring a small contingent of like specialist weapon guardsmen?
You could bring either some of the Dreadspear Voidsmen, or you could, when Armurians aren't here, so yeah, you could bring some of the oh man, the poor Armurians are having a rough time. We've got so many little tokens and stuff for them, but they're not getting to show you how awesome the guard are.
They look like Tau, kill them.
Thank you, Sarah. I'm allergic to Tau.
Understandable, we all are.
I'm a loyal boy. There you go. There's some soldiers. But you could bring some of the.
Sorry, delayed reaction, but genuine.
You could bring some of the Dreadspear Voidsmen.
Really
not under the effect of Ambrose. There would be a second. I would make a little NPC commander for them. Or you could, of course, bring the Avalosian Oathbound. Would be more fit.
They're an endangered species, Bob. Stop it.
Yeah, but they're fucking awesome.
I know they are, but they're an endangered species nonetheless.
Yeah, there's only so few of them left.
Yeah, a panther's great, but
don't forget,
like,
the regiment did merge with the Oathbound Divers. There's a few hundred of them. Which isn't many.
But I was going to say, a few hundred is still, a speck in the grand scheme of regiments.
But respectfully, there's a few hundred pandas on planet Earth. I'm hardly going to break out a burger.
Jesus. So we'll take some Avalosian Oathbound and we'll have a couple, 4 special weapons in there. What would you like them to be?
I would think probably the big classic ones. I'd always go the classic sniper, flamer, melter, plasma. That would be my that or
anything that would be anti-machine.
That'd be
enemy shit.
All of them are viable.
Replace the flamer with a grenade launcher with crack grenades.
Ooh, there we go.
These guys are
Yeah.
gonna be the fucking heroes. Just you wait. Grenade launcher, sniper rifle. Oh, that's an Astarte sniper rifle. They don't have that. Don't be silly. I'll make it a long as. What was the last one you wanted? Plasma.
Specialist. There's plasma melter, grenade
Yeah.
launcher, crack grenades, maybe some frag if he's feeling spicy, and sniper.
Perfect. That is our boarding team. Not grimly leading them then. As
to
you.
him.
Yeah, I can't be bothered to make another NPC at the moment to lead them, so. As you guys sort of load up onto the gangplank as the Thunderhawk, the bullets shaking around you, the void shields are holding, but only just for now. You do hear a, "Where do you think you're going? Without me?" And you see limping his way towards you with Gristle, the Fenrisian wolf by his side. Officer Grimly smiles.
Are you certain, officer? This could be a one-way trip.
I'm nearing my 8th decade. Every time I wake up is a one-way trip.
Very
Don't
well,
worry. We got this.
you are up to the task. I have no objections. Anyone else?
It would be an honor to see him kill some mechanical abominations.
I like where your head's at. Alright. And you all sort of lock in, and Grimly sort of bosses down and he goes, "Avalosians, remember, we're here representing home. For the people who saved home. I expect the best, and will tolerate nothing less. Cake tax for the first man to die." He grins. Alright. I would like everybody to make me tech checks, please. No DN. Sneaky, sneaky times.
Cool, man. I've got a low tech check.
I am aware. I apologize.
We endeavour to try. Fuck.
Endeavour.
Click the button. Click it again.
Who did?
Oh no.
Wait, what? I've put the DN as
There's
3.
no DN, so just, leave it as is. That's all good.
Sweet.
I'm not a technological whiz. I just know how to swing a sword real good.
He's a whiz.
A wizard, if you will.
Okay. As you guys slam forwards, out of the ship, you soar through the open sky, the lightning crackling around you, but there is this muffled nature to the battle, as even as the bolts whiz past your head and go quite far, behind you there is just the expanse of that black hole, and there is essentially this cut-off point waiting for you in the void. However, as you push forwards, you are predominantly unnoticed by those that you intend to assail. And with the Thunderhawk cannon barking a harsh staccato, you blow a hole in the side of the Aravician to the southeast towards the data ossuaries. And as you do, you slam through, pushing in, metal bending and breaking around you. until you end up at a heavy bulkhead door, emblazoned with the Cog Mechanica and a steeled skull in the center. But you realize that steeled skull, inside the two eye sockets, are a pair of human heads that have been wired into the door. And as you begin to step forwards, the drop plank of the Thunderhawk opening, the heads look at you, mouths open, with wires punching in and out of the skin. What do we want to do?
Well, I'll immediately look to Beta Row.
Beta Row looks at it and goes, "No observation. My disdain was accurately placed." And he begins to move to the door. "I am a servant of the Omnisire. Allow me passage." And the sort of molten heads sag a little. "We serve the eightfold pendant, the Iron Gods. I serve the Emperor." And you hear kung 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 as the door locks. Ah, shit.
This has already gone exceedingly well.
I may attempt to bypass the door's locks. I have two manners in which I may achieve access to this place. Subtle or unsubtle.
Would my sanctic intervention be able to assist you?
Unsubtle will be simply attempting to hack the door and emplace my will over the servitors. Unsubtle involves the eradication ray.
I believe that the element of surprise is somewhat lost on us. Attempting to hack the door, whilst I don't doubt you would invite them to do the same to you.
Just gonna make a tech check quickly on Beta Row. Noosphere interference is at an active height.
It's highly likely that the enemy are aware of our presence. Whether they are able to respond to us in time,
However, is a separate matter.
If it is time that we lack, then the fastest method would be the most efficient, would it not?
I do love efficiency. I could also attempt to speak to my counterpart beyond this portal.
That is he referencing?
Other tech adepts inside, yeah. He could speak to some like other tech. It's unlikely, but it's another option. Just putting everything on the map.
As of current, I believe the eradication ray would likely be the fastest and the most upfront way to go through this. If any further tech messing with the technology is needed, then that will be a problem for us later.
With the tools we have on hand, what's the theoretical time it would take to get to the door?
The door has HP. You can just fucking go plow through it if you want.
I was mostly sort of asking him to see if whatever the quicker approach is.
The swiftest approach would be thy weapons. We could simply break the door.
Let's proceed.
Noted.
Do any amongst your number possess a power fist?
A power sword.
You have a melter gun on the Avalosians.
I have a frost axe.
Yeah, you want something to punch through the door, I think, is what we're going for here.
Melter and plasma to actually...
Brother Aegis, do you propose we use... I propose we use you as a battering ram.
Sorry,
He's all
George.
too willing. I mean, Would a power sword help at all here, or no?
No, you need something a bit more heavy duty, but George did have a suggestion there.
Use plasma melter to, at the very least, remove the layers of the door, at which then, at that point, we hit it as hard as we can.
Okay. So the Avalosians step up, Grimly sort of moves in behind them. Alright, men. Whatever's on the other side of that door, you will stand your ground. The Avalosians' melter gun bursts into the door. With a crit, the door singes, the bolts breaking inwards. Doesn't fully break, but there's enough now that you could open it if you chose to. And as that happens, a voice from the other side comes in over the speakers to where you are. You're essentially in like this access, like airlock hatchway.
Who treads upon the holy soil of the matron?
You are ineligible, my good man.
Well, cock.
Yeah, we got that.
Holy soil of the matron. No?
No.
Cock. 1 second.
Who treads upon the holy soil of the matron?
Did that work?
It's very faint, which I don't know why, because
Turn
when you
me
did
up,
use the voice changer earlier,
Kind of ramps. It starts out, you're like, we can't hear you, and then it's like, oh yeah.
A demonic tech priest on the other side of the door says, "Who treads upon the sacred ground of the matron?" I will find a voice mod that works. God damn it!
Do we even add to it or just kick down the fucking door? Do we need to entertain this?
Once the door is close enough to being, like, once we have a, I don't know, path carved through it, or close to, I'm gonna push these guys out of the way.
Okay, it would take one more blast from the melter, and you will be through.
Yeah. I'm gonna stand in front. So
Okay.
push these guys out of the way.
Out of the way, puny human.
Grimly gives a nod, and there's a as the melter blasts it out and in. Immediately there's alarms blaring, and in the room ahead of you, you see an open hangar space where a single tech priest adept in black robes, heavily modified, with sort of a low-hanging like Vader gas mask, and like you can see his skin is over his bionics. He's sort of just hunched in the middle of the room, and patrolling around him are a pair of cyber wolves that you can see clear flesh in the cyber wolves' metal, so they are obviously like linked, as it were. But he doesn't immediately respond with aggression. His head sort of lifts, and he tilts to look at you. I see you are arrived.
Thor was just gonna fucking rev up his side cannon.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't even think to communicate with the Dark Catacomb on this occasion.
I don't think so at all. I'm just immediately going for it.
Fair enough. In that instance, then, we will go straight into initiative. Roll it.
I'm sure he's very interesting.
It's alright. Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm sure he's interesting.
Oh, they made a critical attack. Liam got a wrath back.
Yes, they critted the door.
That sucked.
I'm sure there's a fee for it, George.
Second doesn't require rolls, it requires simping for the DM.
It's true. Saki.
I'll find out if I can wrath reroll initiatives. Because being at the door and being initiative 1, yeah. Well, to be fair, there's glory. What am I saying?
Alright. kicking off our initiative, Grimly. Demonic Cyberwolves, go for the throat. I forget what their battle cry is. Cybermassive charge at the nearest target, use its power if it deals one or more wounds. Cool, so both Cyberwolves will charge forwards at the top of initiative. One on Fu, one on Grimly. You see both of these wolves just pound forward. And with just this snarl, they leap at you both, just instantly trying to negate you before they even get there. This is unlikely to work, but we will try.
I like to do a counter attack.
You bitch. Alright.
That means you won't be able to move on your next turn. If you get with that.
Both do miss. Both latch onto the two Terminators, and even though their teeth have been replaced by small buzzsaws, they're not doing any damage to you.
As long as you're moving, then that's fine.
Okay.
Yep, am I cool to do my counter attack?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. If I only had the macros working, that would be nice.
I know the feeling.
Against the demonic cyberwolf, I am using a trademark weapon. This is a melee attack against chaos.
Yes, they are. They are chaos.
And then we will smite. But 1 into glory, which will likely be used, and then 1 into damage. Baton grip. And then roll damage. 24 damage minus 3 AP on the demonic cyberwolf. If they are demon, they cannot determination.
They are not demon, but they are chaos. Actually, I think they might be demon. Hang on. They have demonic determination and blood for the blood god, because they are flesh hounds of Khorne put in bodies, essentially.
Yep, so they are about to meet the painful.
He's just dead. Yeah. So as it leaps at you, you step to the side and swing and just carve it in half. Grimly's turn. He's going to get up there, can't push past you two, and will just fire straight into the wolf that's closest. Oh yeah, he's got so many grenades, Grimly. I forgot. Was a grenadier, to be fair to him. Christ, Grimly's first roll in months and it's a crit.
Putting in the work.
God, I love Grimly.
Runes and is hindered.
Okay, that is Grimly's turn. Lasbolt slam into the side of the wolf, punching into it as it gnaws at Aegis's cabling. At the end of Grimly's turn, I'm going to cut in with a ruin for the sake of my sanity, as it were. And I'm going to go, if it is okay with you guys, because I don't think you guys can stop me. I'm going to cut in with the Mechanicum Adept, who, looking at you guys, goes, "Intruders! Infiltrators!" And he is going to sprint to a command console, seemingly off screen to you guys. You see him sprint out of sight, and you hear an alarm blaring. Turn 1, so the DN is 4. He makes a tech check. 8 successes. Over the audio from Calypso Beta Rho, you hear, "I am experiencing sensations. Heightened levels of ozone and the discharge of teleportation. Be wary, deep strike assault inbound." And we cut back to your turn in initiative with Cadogan von Ouchmerzer.
Lovely. Cadogan will charge. He will duck in between the two hefty Terminators, and he is going to whack a dog.
Nice. What a time to be alive.
You say that they are Hounds of Khorne, therefore have the demonic trait.
They do.
Trait,
yes,
chaos.
they do.
Lovely. Using the train. Yeah, we're good. Shift that one. Glory.
Jesus.
Damage. 25 AP minus 3. No, 25 AP. Yeah.
The wolf did its job though. It got him. You can see from your position, I believe, Callaghan, you see the tech adept at this console, and in front of him there is what appears to be a teleportation pad. You would also see from there a wall of energy that appears to bisect the room. That until it's dropped, I'm afraid you don't quite know what you're up against. Any more for any more?
No. Cadigan has done his thing.
Nice. Okay, that brings us to Aegis. Doggo dead.
Okay. This guy went over here.
He did indeed.
So, we're at the top of like a staircase, right? This is accurate.
You are? Yeah.
Could I like sort of jump?
Yeah.
Over like down
Make an
there?
athletics check, yeah.
In Terminator armor. Bold.
Falling with style.
Dean.
You are in Termi armor 4.
I am. It does give me a lot of bonuses to strength. With the complication.
Alright. With the complication, man, the temptation to have you fall prone. Bonk, splat. Lost item, you lose some of your war gear. I'll take that, I won't knock you prone. Oh boy, you don't have much in the way of war gear, however.
Maybe I drop
roll
my
me
sword.
1, 2, 3. You can't drop your armor. Roll me a d4. A 2. I'm afraid your adamantine mantle. Oh, is that armor? The adamantine mantle.
Yep.
Okay, on a 2 then it would have been a d3. I'm afraid you drop your sword on the ground next to you as you conk, and your knees buckle slightly as the armor does something it was really never meant to do.
I will. How long does it take to pick up an item?
I think it's just a free action in your turn. I don't think it's a huge deal. A quick action. I can't remember what it's called.
I'll quickly pick it up before anybody notices. a little embarrassing. Maybe all my past injuries have made me a little bit more kind of clumsy, you know? All these hasty repairs. And if any more movement I'm able to get forward, or would that be it?
So you...
Action, free action, and then...
You could maybe sprint, in which case you would move another 9 meters.
Well, I will try to get as close to this guy as I can.
He cannot sprint, he's a Terminator.
Ah, well in that case you're jabronied.
That's
I am
fine.
afraid.
This is good. I'm down here. This is alright.
Alright, as you slam down, you see this tech priest turn, and the goggles sort of zero in on you, red lenses match yours, and you hear it go, "Your augmetics are a waste of potential." Alright, Sven, we're over to you.
Now that we've gotten that all done, I am going to speak real quick. Command speed. Would we actually? Quick question: would we have healed in the time that we had the downtime and all that? Because I've still got wounds
I think we
left.
did do that, didn't we?
I don't know whether we did or not. So yeah,
I believe we
wounds
did.
count off. Yeah, wounds count off. Toughness goes down. No,
No, so wounds
counts
and
up.
shock should both be at 0.
yeah. 0. shocked. I'm just making sure. There we go. I just don't think. Yeah, I just think it had just been left from last session.
I got you.
Because we had the whole. We went from one to the next without actually having the break.
Yeah, no stress.
Fighting Kairos and stuff. Right. Sven, seeing as how everything has already been killed and wants in on the action, is going to charge, like, launch himself down the flight of stairs. To try and put that. I think that covers it really for my movement. Yeah, that covers my movement there. Seconds.
No stress, what are we thinking?
I'm thinking I want to cast Windwalker and then try and sprint and then charge.
Okay, go for it. Let me double check Windwalker. So you've moved.
Yeah.
Unga bunga unga boo. Windwalker. You and allies within the area may charge, but rather than run and attack, you now sprint and attack. You ignore the penalties for difficult terrain. Ranged weapons with the assault keyword would then ignore the +2 DN that you would get for shooting after a sprint. And you can increase the area of the blast. At a base, what is the AoE? I will find it somewhere. Blast radius DN8. Takes your action. It's DN8. It doesn't say what the blast radius is. Oh, it's equal to your willpower. So at the moment it's 3 meter blast. So
yeah.
Basically self.
Yeah, at the moment. But right, let's roll that. I will Wrath reroll that.
Yeah, it's a tricky power. It's high DN to do it.
Oh, you bastard thing.
Alright, Powers of the Warp. Let's go. Alright. I gain a ruin. Yay. I need everyone. Yeah, fucking everyone, including the Tech Priest, to make a DN3 willpower check, please. If you fail, you are hindered.
God fucking damn it. It's not my day today.
You have some awesome powers, but they're really high DN is the problem.
Yeah.
And you're not a, dedicated psyker, which is rough.
Yeah, it's also just a boon every time.
It's a thing, yeah. Something to pump Wrath into, more than anything else. Or glory, even. Wrath and glory, some would say. Thank you. I do try.
Hindered I become. It's only for a round. It's fine.
Alright. As you all become hindered, you start to hear these whispers around you, and then you realise that they're not actually from the warp, Sven. These whispers are the data sphere. They are the new sphere, whispering sweet nothings to you, essentially. But if you wanted to, you could attempt to access the enemy communications.
Fuck it, why not? What do I need to roll?
Just a tech check. DN is just free. Would you like... Would you like a plus 30 to that?
I'm in a plus.
I will give you an additional,
Don't
let's say,
trust
7
him.
dice to the roll.
Don't.
Would you like plus 7 dice?
Where is this +7 coming from?
You don't need to know that.
No, because my tech's already low enough as it is. I'd rather not run the risk of...
Okay, just roll me a flat check.
Anything.
Tech check then. Okay. Over the Vox, the intercom, all you hear is scrambled sort of communications, and then you just hear deploying black iron response matriarch, and something is on its way. Any more for any more?
That's me, hold on there.
Okie dokie. In that case, let's bring us to Amet, who is just going to take the lovely sprint action, which gives him 21. And he's just going to get up here. Can't attack, but can do, is around. Unga bunga unga boo. That brings us to Gristle, who will do the same. And then we skip his turn because he cut in. And you hear authority override. Allow me. And Calypso is going to move down here, targets the Dark Mechanicum, and just fucking unleashes with a Volkite blaster. Doesn't use the eradication on this little shit. He will go for the head. Yeah, quite. He will go for the head though. That's a hit with 2 shifts for damage. So he levels a Volkite gun, and there's beams of energy strike into the adept. Public roll. Who is maxed out on shock, but not what the fuck? Why does the Dark Mechanicum adept have 40 wounds and 30 shock? He's not meant to.
We stumbled upon the real BPG.
I was going to say, Jesus. Should be 12. 12 and 7.
Real deal.
He is dead, but Jesus. You see Calypso Beta Rho just unleash, the beams carve into the adept, staggering him back where he breaks against the console, and Beta Rho goes, "That was satisfying. Very satisfying." And lowers the gun slowly. Any more for any more? As he sort of looks around, and you realise you have emptied the room.
Cadogan would like to do a an awareness check to see if there are any cloaked or stealth individuals in this room.
First things first. I'll say make me a DN 3, but I will say that for free, this is essentially a production hub on the right. Had the adept gone to that, you would have had Rust Stalkers entered the combat, but he went left instead.
Ah, merciful.
Does it look like sort of the teleportation process is still going on?
Yes, it is very much active.
Are we
Oh no, by all means.
I don't know if we're still in time or turn order, but
There is time to this, yeah.
I will position myself towards where it looks like people are about to be teleporting in, right?
Okay.
I was going to try and locate where they might be teleporting in. Is there any signs of
big balloon beam teleporter? Beam me up, Scotty.
Is that exactly where they're going?
Oh yes, they will be walking out of that, essentially.
What would your awareness, DN, be, my good man?
In this instance, just 3.
Oh.
Would you like to re-roll? With a RAF.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Never mind.
Not your rolls.
Not today. Oh, God.
Okay. 2 things happen at the same time. There's with the machine spirit malfunction, there's and the barrier opens, and you see the real welcoming party awaiting you. Heavy ordnance, Skitarii warriors rushing to meet you. But with the little spicy thing there, something else happens at the same time. Vox cuts in. This is Brother Inari of the Ultramarines. Strike Force, stand down.
Do we know that name?
I don't think so. The link
What,
remains open.
Is there legitimacy to like the? Is there any way to verify that it's a proper?
I don't think there's any way to verify.
Stand down. Are you mad?
Maybe not. And the teleporter, as images appear, and dragging its weight out of the deep strike, you see an ungodly amalgamation of machine and man, flesh metal giving way to the iron and steel of industry. They look like what the Iron Hands could have been had they said the metal is weak. As you see black iron they're a bit small. As you see black iron legionaries. First thing you would notice, the augmetics are Dark Mechanicum standard, essentially. Second thing you would notice, they bear resemblance to the Sons of Guilliman. Third thing you notice, they are clones. Or at the very least, they have been vat grown from the blood of fallen Astartes.
Oh dear.
This is what the Aravician was producing. And we're back in initiative, guys.
Oh, goody.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's a cool model. Cool,
Cheers.
Icon.
Yeah, I fucking love them. I've been looking forward to this. Now there's something for you all to hate. You didn't think I'd just have one Mechanicum adept be the threat, did you? Alright, roll it.
Yeah. Cannot roll.
Really quick.
Yes, the initiative bar was there, then it wasn't.
Oh, it's fucking... hang on. Drag, select, everyone! More!
Nice.
Wildly better.
Alright, let's fucking go. Put the battle sounds back on. You'll love to see it. Alright, cool. Let's kick us off. Cadogan von Altschmerz. Oh, Steel Blood Ravager mobs. Light them up. Demonic cyber wolves. Sorry, lots of battle cries apparently. Steel Blood Ravagers. Light them up. As a mob. When a person with this card range to acquire target proceeds. On the first round of combat they get +2 dice. Okay, but it doesn't mean I get a free shooting attack. So Cadogan. Only thing that happens is the wolves immediately charge. What is their movement? That's 8, so 16 they can move. So they immediately charge up. A pack of these giant cyber wolves lunging towards you. Not very nice things.
Cyber wolves are abhorrent to Cadogan, but Astartes.
Clone.
Astartes.
Well, not clone. Vat bred. Think Demon Kabbalah.
Timu Startes.
Timu Startes.
That is the finest heresy that he will charge at.
I'm glad you approve.
And he will multi-attack the 3 of them he's in contact with.
Okay, go for it.
Send it to the flash. Multi-attack only. Are they classed as demons in this?
No. They are not possessed by any means.
Fucking rude.
They are just made from the blood of fallen Ultramarines. Well, not even fallen, all they need is the blood. Jesus.
That's a roll.
The DN should be going up for a oh yeah, defense 4, wow. Come on, Space Marines. Up your defense.
That's Space Marine standard.
I know.
I can't shift to any of them at all, because multi.
No, it's multi.
First one. The second one.
I'm not a fan of this. My scary reveal.
Last one. So 22, 20, and 21 AP -3 respectively.
Jesus, okay. Apply? Yeah, we'll attempt a fucking roll shock. Wait, he's not dead, but fucking Jesus. Ow! Cadogan, please describe. You don't kill them, but you do grievously wound each of them.
Cadogan is offended by their very existence, and he will anime charge them. For the Emperor, charge them, screaming and shouting that abominations cannot be allowed to live under the laws of the Emperor. No.
Nice.
And he will tactically go for every weakness that he knows that Astartes armor will have.
And it's a little unsettling, I think, for everyone else to see with the efficiency in which Cadogan slices into these Astartes, carving into the joints of the armor, going for the exposed weak spots. But you see their bodies flood with neural suppressors and adrenal surges. And at the end of Cadogan's turn, I'm going to spend a point of ruin and cut in with one of them. Whichever one comes up first.
Little Harkon Stella's here.
Yeah. Alright, this one. Turning on Cadogan, it leans in. Why do you strike me, brother? Why? I am Primaris. And he swings the chainsaw down at you. I'm going to spend his personal point of ruin to use Veteran of the Long War, ironically, and add the game's tier as ED to all attacks made this round. So plus 5 ED. Does he have anything else? Determination, Champion. Again, I gain 1 ruin at the start of his turn. Nice. These guys don't have Marks of Chaos because they are not fun like that. Cool. That's a slap. That's a fucking ruin. Not having this. My scary space marines will do something. No. Okay, he revs his chainsword over Cadigan's head, who just deflects it to the side, parrying it away.
He grabs it with his old metic arm, just going, "You are not a brother."
That's a bullshit is what this is. Alright, over to Amet Viserion, who sort of is staring at these monsters in absolute abject terror. And he just goes, "This is beyond even what I expected. My brothers fell here. Your brothers fell here. Let us avenge them." And he's going to charge straight into a legionary. Shall shift for damage. That's good damage. That is a dead legionary. So Amet body checks a legionary that was about to assail Cadigan, lifts it completely off his feet, slams it to the ground and drags it across the ground by embedding his sword in its chest and dragging it behind him. That brings us to the first squad of Steel Blood Ravagers.
Can I cut in?
If you wish.
If the people would allow it.
Yeah, take a point of corruption. Oh wait.
I am going to cast Sanctuary, Aegis's favourite combo spell.
Yeah.
It basically
Oh,
just
shit.
It just basically means it takes no shock.
Yeah.
It's always happened.
I am aware.
Because I do not know what the enemies are equipped with, and if they hit me with their death ray, I don't want to be on the receiving end of that.
That's fair.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. What?
DN6 Psychic Mastery check. What was that, Brad?
Nothing. I was going to ask what the range was, but yeah.
The range is 5 meters from me, but I can increase it if I get enough potency. So we will see.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That is a fair question now. I can add 5 meters to this range with that, so if we go back, bam. Potency 3. So for a up to 10 foot around me,
Yeah,
which encompasses a lot.
it certainly does.
10. Okay. They all get +1 to determination. They roll determination against mortal wounds and do not suffer shock. And demons within the area are count as if they are in difficult terrain.
Jesus. Annoyingly, it's done that thing where I can't update your token. Very irritating. So, yeah, it works like that, but then what's your initiative, George?
Like 3.
There you go, cool. There's your radius, George. So as you concentrate, your aura surrounds you into a glistening golden shield of psionic energy. Alright. Back to the Steel Blood Ravagers? Or...
That's my action. Then I have nothing to particularly do with my simple action, I do not think, unfortunately enough.
I try to avoid thinking where I can.
Same, brother. But no, that's all I can do currently.
Alright, what's the range on a plasma cannon?
Too long for me to be comfortable with.
Good answer. 54. How far away are they?
Not that far.
And they have line of sight to Fool and Sven. So let's go for Sven. We haven't shot David in a little while. So, from across the battlefield, you see these half-mutant, this is the guys down here, I hope you like the artworks again, this half-mutant servitor chassis, but they're not fully servitors. They seem to have an animal instinct to them. They hunch down on their forelimbs, kind of like gorillas knuckle walking. Their shoulder blades retract, their own spine splinters out of their back, blood, syrupy gore and viscera tears open as the muzzle of a gun bursts out from between their shoulder blades and up their neck. Some of them, their jaws open, revealing the guns from inside. And with a sickening they're going to fire a blast from their plasma cannon onto Brother Sven.
Although, and apologies to be picky, would they have line of sight considering the amount of stairs that they have to go up?
Yeah, because this is also a bombard. Yes, they have line of sight. But for the sake of fairness, they are also permanently on supercharge.
They could detonate themselves. Whoa. What a complication.
They have complicated. So they have received 3 mortal wounds, which, considering they're a mob, just means that 3 of them have died. So there's just 1 dude left. Hang on. Can reroll any dice on a failed resolve check. Oh, I should have had +2 to that dice, but oh well. Augmetics. Okay, no, that's fine. They can't reroll that. Gets hot result. They can't shift because they're a mob and it's a thingy. So complication. Oh, for complications they take 3 mortal wounds. And they fall prone. Wow. Sucks to be these fuckers, I guess.
They did succeed on the hit, though.
They did. You just see them sort of self-detonate, immolating blue flames wipe free of them, as there's a small crater where they just were standing. However, that blue fire does wash over to Sven, striking against him. Sven, that is 18 damage, AP -3, good sir.
David, I got some instructions for you, because this is a different circumstance than usual.
Sanctuary, yeah.
Yep, okay.
So when you're going to roll determination, add +1 to your determination rolls, so +1 dice, and then hit the ignore shock button.
Okay. So apply damage, I add... Okay. So, I would add, sorry, right, ignore shock.
And add
And
one
plus
more
one
dice.
determination.
Yes, and +1 dice to your determination.
Which would be the dice pool, yep, cool. Roll.
God damn.
Works.
Ignored 2 wounds, no wounds left over. So there's this plasma fire strikes in towards Sven. You see your golden shield flare and the plasma just dissipates. As the shield flares, there's a ripple and the plasma backfires, and you see the desolation on the Ravagers down below. Aegis, over to you.
Okay.
I was really hoping these guys would be scary.
They
I was a
are
little surprised that the Callaghan charged in and started slicing them up so well. nice and sanctuary, so I'm not worried about
Goodbye,
him.
Space Marines. You were scary when you briefly.
I will attack this guy here.
The Space Marines would be a lot more scary if they weren't facing the essentially the one who cannot be hit, the one that has some of the biggest damage output, and a Custodes.
Yeah.
Against anyone else, I'm fairly certain we'd be shooting bricks.
You guys are just so wonderfully OP. Like, it's great. And I mean that as an absolute compliment.
Oh, it unequipped it. Let me see.
You did drop your sword before.
Did pick it back up. I was like, where's my... There we go.
Nice. Ooh, blue dice.
We'll go ahead and shift for glory.
How did you change the
23
colour of your
3.
dice?
Did I?
Oh, dice are nice. Yeah, sorry, I'm being dumb. Carry on.
There we go. I'm attacking the one here, so north, I guess.
Okie dokie. I'm applying it. Jesus. So a legionary steps in towards you, Aegis, bringing the chainsaw to bear. You simply catch it on the shield and slam your sword through this mechanical monstrosity's face. An absolute affront to the Omnissiah.
Yeah, I imagine. I mean, this is pretty much it's like tech heresy you can possibly get, right? Like
Yeah, 100%. I should stress, not cloned, but made from the blood of fallen Astartes. Yeah, vat grown. Basically, Deathcore Krieg. Mass produced vat grown.
So much of this is wrong.
Yeah. You didn't expect the traitors to play nice now, did you?
You weren't expecting heretics to be kind.
Heresy in my good Christian 40k campaign?
Is what fleshcraft is being used to make up for the lack of gene seed.
My come. Just. There's one very happy adept somewhere on the station. Oh dear.
Aegis is very happy to be able to finally kill some heretics.
When in doubt, kill heretics.
Undisputable heretics.
I was going to say, Reed was offering to kill heretics. What are you complaining about?
You'd have been very happy with that too.
There.
That's a snack after this entree, you know.
Snack! Alright. That does bring us...
Bro's just a member of the Sin Feast.
Honestly. I mean, there's a reason
They
they're
have to go
related. Like... Straight up, like...
They eat flesh. There's something wrong about that.
It is weak. Consume it. Oh, Foundry's just reloading for me, apparently. Don't quite know why. Yeah, that's Foundry loading in. There you go, it's back now. Foundry just doing Foundry things. We don't question Foundry. It's living its best life. Oh my god, just load. Right, there we go. Cool. And now I've logged me in as streamer Steve again, the Bazdak. There we go. I've learned that Bazdak is cunt in 40k lingo. So I will be using that from now on. Any day now. Any day now. My apologies, team. It's broken. There we go. We are so back. Alright, that brings us to the next Black Iron Legionary who will turn... You know what? No, I'm not going to just go for the Custodian and be nice. You guys are unblooded. Let's chainsaw Cadigan.
Do it, freak.
Maybe
Will
we'll
do.
No, we're as fresh as the start of the campaign. What do you mean?
I'm gonna burn 3 ruin and add that to my dice pool. So at least it's equal.
Oh shit!
Those are nice dice.
But still a heresy though, Jesus. Oh yeah, I
I'm still
changed them
not
when
a
I changed them when I saw that you could. Let's burn that personal ruin. And re-roll those failures.
You are determined.
These guys are meant to be like, oh my god, the monstrous heresy before us. That grown Astartes, how horrific! And you guys are like, let's fucking kill them, boys. Nightmares beyond my comprehension. Is it a Tuesday?
Oh shit! Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
27 AP minus 1, you dingus.
Was it time for a Cohen of the impure?
Did you make sure to add the ignore shock and the additional dice?
Too late now, can't re-roll.
Haha, sucks, try again, bitch.
Let me. Oh, he did ignore shock, so yes. Oh yeah, you still only have one hand, Liam, and no left
Yeah,
titty.
it's true. Yeah, it's true.
How much of a cunt do I want to be? No, I'm not going to be a dick and be like, sin of the flesh is a two-handed sword. Alright, Cadigan, as you raise your one hand to defend yourself, you realise it's missing at the stub, and you kind of do a proper fuck as the chainsaw slams into your chest and you're sent skidding back. Blood rears into the air, and the legionary stops as the blood drips off the chainsaw. Its mouth opens, but it doesn't go down. It opens sideways, like mandibles, the face splitting open, and a pair of long tongues drag up the side of the chainsaw, tasting the blood. And its head turns as it looks at you, Cadigan, and it goes, "You will father many children."
Actually, if you would kindly refer to yourselves to my arms, they're both augmetic. I'm fathering nothing.
It revved into your chest. It's got blood.
Rude.
Yeah, I made the arm comment of like you went to put your hand out to defend yourself and there was no hand.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Did he give you a compliment after you licked your blood?
Kinda. This one is going to move 1 meter to Cadigan and perform the same thing. Gain a ruin because it's its turn. Actually, no, I'm going to be such a dick. It's going to take 1 meter and it's going to exchange weapons with the other legionary. It then steps back. You may take an attack of opportunity if you wish, Cadigan.
Yeah.
Try to charge. It's at least 3 meters.
It's not charging.
Oh no.
This one is just blunt, isn't it? Just no modifiers.
Yeah, just a flat bonk.
Wackus bonkus.
Roll damage. It's a solid hit.
No, sweetie. He's done damage to me. I'm offended.
The crit at least?
You can't shift, remember.
Oh no, I can't shift. But this isn't about the shifts. Visceral blow. Prone, 2 shock, and 1 mortal wound.
That's fine. More damage.
Would anyone be objectionable if I put 3 glory into this?
Go for it. Go for it.
I would.
So that's 4 in total, mortal wounds wise.
Aegis and the 2 Black Iron Legionaries, I think, have to do a agility test.
Oh, fall over, yeah.
Okay.
$18 rending nothing. 18 minus 3.
Oof, took it on shock.
Why are you rolling
Yeah,
his catechism?
my shock.
Because he targeted himself, apparently.
Yeah, well,
When
sure.
I click the button, it only goes off who you targeted, and my hands are fucking innocent on this. What was the damage, do you remember? 18 minus 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
My hands are cleaning this, figuratively.
5 to shock, 1 left over. That does max him out on shock, though. So the legionary steps back. Callaghan, you swing the sword that chunks into his leg, and it... And as it steps back into that blue light, a lightning bolt strikes it in the back. You see its back peel open, the ribs turning upside down and opening like a spider's leg from its spine. And it goes, "Here you go to mother with a gift." And it licks the chainsword of your blood and poof, deep strikes out.
Oh dear, oh dear. Look at my DNA!
Right.
I'm gonna be a dad!
Oh, that's what it meant.
Callaghan's pregnancy arc is not something we expected.
Wait, this got a lot darker. That's what he meant.
Yeah, that's why they exchanged swords. They just took Callaghan's DNA. Cool. Moving swiftly on. Dark Mechanicum Adept. I look forward to making those monsters.
I fucking don't.
Have you guys ever heard of the gene cults of Luna in 40k? These are very similar. They're not the same, but they are very similar. I have a Sonic Blaster. Fuck it, let's give that a go. If I'm inside your bubble, George, do you still get the benefits?
What do you mean?
Like if I'm inside your aura, do you still benefit
it's okay.
from it?
It is only allies.
Bullshit. Fucking rigged. Alright. Alright, gonna shoot for all anyway. Gonna fucking pop his eardrums.
Damn.
If this doesn't work, I have a gas blower, so, you know, fear me, I guess.
Ooh.
That's against the Geneva suggestion.
Wow, what the fuck?
It's a good roll.
That is a very good roll. It's a crit as well.
I don't get a wrath from accident, see it.
Plus 3 wounds and staggered, George. So I will roll the damage. I forgot to shift. Oh well. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's why it doesn't matter how good my rolls are. The Sonic Blaster's shit. That is 13 wounds, which I don't think do diddly to you.
No, it does not.
Chromatically, though, you are staggered, which is nice.
Yes.
So, sonic energy slams into you, Fraud, as the Mechanicum Adept doesn't actually wield a weapon. He just digs his fingers into his own chest and rips his chest open, revealing like a Vox grill that blares music at you. Skrillex or something awful. These opinions are the official opinions of Tattletales RPG, and as such, they are correct. Alright, over to this legionary. Callaghan's wounded, but I've got his blood now. Aegis. Let's try and get something absurdly tanky. Actually, no, what am I doing? These guys are ranged motherfuckers. He's going to take 2 steps back, shoot Aegis with a heavy bolter.
Would I get an attack of opportunity because he was in combat with me?
Suck me, no. Oh, you would use your reaction anyway.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Gain a ruin.
Gonna get one of those.
I'm going to make a cool shot to Aegis' head. This is a terrible idea. I'm going to put 8 ruin into this. Fire everything! I'm going to use this personal ruin to re-roll misses. They only get 1 personal ruin, just so you know. That's why I've been burning it before they die.
He's a hopeful one, I'll give him that.
Gotta try. Nice! No shifts though, Christ. 19 damage, AP -1. Pretty sure that still doesn't hurt. Yeah, that doesn't hurt you. Fucking Nora. Alright, over to you.
I used my turn to cast Sanctuary.
You did indeed. Fool, it's not your turn anymore. You've made a liar out of me. Let's shoot you with some fucking galvanic rifles, says the Mechanicum.
I think I'd like to take my turn now.
No.
Oh.
You can't, can you? Genuinely.
No,
I'd like to take my turn now, Mr. Stark.
Alright.
I don't
Galvanic
feel so
rifles. What's up, George?
Nothing. I was trying to make a stupid joke, but it didn't work, so I'm just going to sit here all day.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot you in the head.
As in, it was forming and it never came to, fruition. Okay, that'll do it.
I do not have the rune to do this. They can't shift on account of being a mob. That is, 10 damage. Makes rending weapons useless, the fact you can't shift as a mob. Because obviously that's only when you shift.
I feel like
we did homebrew it a while back, but the jury was out on it.
I didn't want to see what discussion of
maybe in the future. Maybe in the future. Maybe it's not going to affect this combat. Right, that is their turn. Calypso Beta Rho. Here's the sound of the fucking Western music playing. And we'll run down here, lower a gun, and is going to absolutely remove that tech priest from the surface of the planet. Or the, in this case, space station. A Lord of the Machine Cult. Oh yeah, he can give people bonuses to their weapons and stuff. But for now he is not going to do that. For now he is going to commit murder. Jesus, Calypso is having the time of his life. I think he's dead, guys.
Wait.
He's not dead? Tanked it on shock. Mad lad.
He's on for like 40 wounds like the last one, does he?
No, he doesn't. I did double check. I was very nervous about that. Absolute mad lad. Tanks it on shock. Calypso over the intercox goes, immediate order override. That one's mine. We are over to Sven.
Okay, so which one is thingy just called out? Is
The
there
tech
one?
priest, the equivalent of him on the other side, so this guy down here.
Okay. Let's zoom out. Okie dokie. I might as well go for the demon hound that's come up.
Sounds good.
I will charge it. So, kaboom.
Kaboom indeed.
Salvation. This one, combat. Rostat. Charging. Rolling.
Oh! You
What's up?
can shift with mobs.
Oh.
I was just googling it. Give them a ruin ability that buffs the mobs. This is how you get them to proc rending.
There you go.
Yeah, you can shift with mobs. I'm gonna triple check just to be certain, but
I mean, I think even as a home roll, like it would be cool to just have that permanently because
I
then
do
at least
agree.
mobs are scary. Like they're supposed to be And you know, if they start to become maybe too strong, then you just have lower.
Well, I just will have smaller
less
mobs
buffs.
or use or use different like weapons. That's for me to.
He's saying this
We
on
see
the
them.
perspective. He's saying this on the
We see
perspective
them.
of someone who can tank it anyways. He's still years old.
Brian is very biased to this.
Let's say you're a shooty without a lot of armor. Are you gonna walk up to 100 guys and just be
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna kill them all?
I mean, you would.
That is
You guys might take cover, and then they would shoot me because I'm right in front of them, right? Or like we'd have to actually use some tactics.
Jesus. Shifts for damage, Brother Grims now? Oh, if you want to.
I shift. Roll damage now.
To be fair, the point was brought up. Is that you definitely just can't
And yeah.
crit with
Hang on.
mobs.
Roll the slot dead.
Oh,
There you go.
and also the rending thing's terrifying for me.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Yeah, that drops his armor down.
Like a 50 mob and they get like 30 successes and then they roll over, you know, like 15 dice with rending.
They're dead, and I even rolled it with shock, which I shouldn't have done because of Sanctuary. Grimsnar, you land in the middle of this pack of cybernetic wolves and just rip them apart, annihilating them in seconds, sending them skidding across the floor. Pretty fucking cool.
I mean, they're spitting in the face of a Fenrir, really like climbing the walls.
Alright. That'll bring us to a real wolf, Gristle, who will go and back up Cadigan and Aegis with a charge. Oh, he has Furious Charge. Gets +2 to the rank when he charges. Oh yes, this is the actual Fenrisian Wolf stats now. Oh, Christian is determining can I again plus rank. Okay, cool. Go on, Grissom. Why did he get a complication? Okay, that's fine. Alright, next squad of Steel Blood Ravagers. Who do they have line of sight to? Absolutely no one, so they're just gonna chill. That squad, who do they have line of sight to? Sven. What are they armed with? David, roll me a d4.
No. That's that one. Oh, there you go.
What'd you get, sorry?
2.
2. Okay, they have Reaper auto cannons, that could be worse. In that case, we're going to take a little bit closer. They can only move 4, but they can still aim. So let's go. Okay. I will shift that for damage. Right, 18 AP minus 1 for me, Sven. As these, sort of, like I say, silverback gorilla heavy gunners move closer and closer, firing autocannons towards you, pinpricking your armor with shells and shot.
I am still within that, so it's +1 and ignore shock.
Ignore shock, yeah, it's so good. If George does nothing else in a combat, that one rule is usually enough. Like, it's so good.
There we go.
Psychic support is always a plus.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, negates the damage. Mental. Alright, the next group of Skitarii Rangers are actually going to sprint and not take any shots. Trying to build up to a crossfire. Avalosian Oathbound, piloting check, DN3. To the sky, brothers! Fucking fire wasps. They failed! May I use a point of glory, brothers?
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. They nailed it! And I'll give you that glory back instead of ruin. Alright, what's their movement? 6, so they're going to sprint 18 meters into the air and hover like fire wasps in the air. Top of initiative, Cadigan, we are over to you.
Amazing. I am highly offended by the continued existence of one painful Timu Starties.
Timu Starties. Bastards, the lot of you.
No, it's more like if you buy it from Shein but you didn't read the sizing.
Been there.
This is a inbred CNC Marine.
Somewhere the Sinfeast are offended. They stole our vibe! Oh, Jesus Christ, okay. Chill.
No. 21 AP. 21 AP minus 5.
Oh. Well, they're dead. So as they lunge at you again, Cadigan, chainsword revs above your head, but this time you're ready for it. You duck underneath, bring up the sword and plunge it up under the armor and punch through the lungs into the heart.
Cadigan would gesture over to the custodian. My lord custodian, would destroying the panel disable this transmat?
He kind of gives you the equivalent of a shrug. I would assume so. I am no tech priest.
But we had
It's more of a hint because not even Cadigan would dare suggest he orders, but it was a hint.
See.
But,
Hang on.
but that's it, that's Cadigan's turn.
He got the hint. He goes, of course, I shall see to it. He took the hint. Thankfully, his insight is really good.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Amet, running back down, will charge the panel. DN3, he needs to do 20 damage. Jesus, he just might. Jesus, yeah. Plunges the Paragon blade deep into it. You hear a squealing. The wires burst out of the panel, flexing at him with this screech like an octopus being punctured. And then the panel writhes and dies. And the teleportation array, if Bob could find the correct thing, dissipates and fades.
Yeah.
Nicely done. That'll be Amit's turn. That brings us to the steel-blooded. Plasma cannons. Sven. Take 2.
Oh, how kind of you.
I do try to keep you on your toes. Supercharge!
Dinosaur. Dinosaur. I'm sorry, I'm just stupid.
15 minus 3 Sven. That fucking threw me, Liam, that really did.
It threw me and I'm the one that fucking said it. I just noticed the Solus pattern battle servitor.
The author field may only be
and,
modified via GM or assistant GM user.
Yeah, just 1 second then. Let me apply damage. That's weird.
the battle servitor
You're
and
fine.
Grimly
Yeah,
is not
Thank you.
on the issue. They're not in the initiative at all.
One's a servitor, the other's old. There you go, they're in there now. Grimly was just catching his breath after, making that speech. Gets out his inhaler. Oh. Fuck.
I find that offensive.
We lost George.
No, you didn't lose me. I know.
Oh, it was Frank left. Oh, Frank's asthmatic too, so that's fine. We can get away with that. Aegis, we are over to you. Please be gentle.
Sorry, gently's not here.
Well, I'm slow, so even if I started walking towards the other enemies, it would take forever to get there. So I will finish off this Tusk over here.
Okay.
What the fuck you mean you're slow? You're faster than the average Astartes.
I can't double move though, so I just
That's true.
sort of
That's true.
waddle.
Waddle waddle.
To the very next day. Bum 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 bum.
We'll go 1 for glory.
Dibby.
4 for damage. Actually, yeah. Nice. 26 AP minus 3.
Jesus Christ.
Foul abomination shall be scythed.
I like to think you don't even actually attack it. You just body check it in the Terminator armor. Yeah, it's
He
dead.
just walks up to it.
Yeah. Jesus, Aegis, as you go to this space marine, it lunges at you, you catch it by the throat and just clench and crush the neck completely. It dies twitching on the ground. Alright, happy fun times were had by all.
What would be the normal process for getting rid of a heresy tech like this?
Stamp on it until it stops moving.
I guess really burn it or
Yeah, the main thing is that the main thing for traitors and loyalists alike would be destroying the gene seed. Do not let it be recreated, essentially. Over to this little tech priest who has accepted Calypso Beta Rose challenge and will return fire. This time he will cost some health. Actually, I'll spend a ruin to... Oh, I've only got 1 ruin. Yeah, I won't spend a ruin to do it, so I'll cost health instead. If I could find his health, there it is. And this time, he is going to morph his gun into an auto bolt rifle.
Okay.
It's good hits, crit. Oof. 2 mortal wounds to Calypso that he doesn't... Oh, he does get saves again, thanks to you, George, right?
Yes.
Nice, I'll add it to the damage. Oh, interesting. I'll add it to the damage. No shock. Oof. You see Calypso steadying his aim on this adept, and there's a bark of Binaric. The 2 of them have stopped slinging insults in Gothic, and you guys, actually Aegis would be able to speak Binaric, definitely. But you guys can definitely hear them just screeching 0s and 1s at each other as they fire everything into one another. And Calypso gets staggered as a series of bolts slam into his chest. And he doesn't drop, but you can see him bleeding. Fool, over to you.
Is going to move forward as I battled the UI. My first true opponent. He will move 7 to within range. What were they were armed galvanic rifles, right?
They were indeed.
Which one is up next? The one I'm currently targeting. I am going to fire a side cannon at them.
Bit harsh.
I wouldn't think so. There's nothing harsh against the heretic, the mutant, the alien.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I got nothing else.
You do you, babes.
I got nothing else to justify straight up killable.
Murder.
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 Yeah.
Cannot aim because I moved, so let's just try to
Get over this guy, he can't move and aim. Hashtag Skitari supremacy.
Down for this guy. And obviously we have things. I don't
Stuff.
get. I have Defender of Humanity. Yes. +1 icon to the result. 17 wounds at -1 AP. These are not classed as.
They're not demons.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus, shockingly enough, that's not a
Jesus.
nemesis.
You killed 12 of them.
I just,
So, as you level the Psycan, there's just a and spraying into them, the Skitari is sent scattering as they are disintegrated by it. Solid.
a hammer.
Very, very solid. And the hammer, fuck yeah. That brings us to Trooper Gently, who's going to take a full sprint action. As you hear him call out, "Come on! We can't let the Honoured Knight of Grey die and fight alone!" And he's going to sprint up next to Fool. Skitari.
Die.
He's an optimist. Speaking of, let's shoot Fool.
You can try.
You can run, you can hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Let's burn a ruin.
Damn, Bob, they can't complicate. Damn. Yes, my sanctuary also drops. Okay, this should be good.
It does? Why would it drop?
This ends at the start of my next turn.
Oh shit, yeah, it's not something you maintain.
No, it is a one-round thing.
That's a shame. I feel like you should be allowed to use an action to maintain it.
Yes, that is unfortunately the balancing factor, is that it is a burst of protection, but other than that, it is a short-lived. Unless I recast it, of course, but I want to attack.
That's probably why it's so good.
Yeah. Oh shit, I've clicked the box, George. Hang on. Whatever this is, ignore it. It did. You were unwounded. And did 3. Alright, please roll determination. 17 damage, rending -1. I shifted 5 times. So that would be, please roll damage +5 to whatever. So 17, take it forward. 15, 16, 17. 3 plus 5 is 8. So please roll shock against 8 wounds. I got there in the end, guys.
Against 8 wounds. Little thing, boss man. Ow.
Nice. Alright, so the galvanic rifles slam into you, and you're not used to this, but your armor begins to almost itch, the skin burning underneath, as you begin to suffer the effects of radiation poisoning.
What heresy is this?
Calypso jogs up next to you. That is standard munitions on Mars. And he will just... Now, where did the bitch go? And he looks down at the Mechanicum Adept. Observation. You are inferior. And he's going to fire again into him. This time we'll use the Archaeotech pistol. Headshot once again. Aim for the head. Always aim for the head. So again,
Those are muttering outside. This is what a fortune Deimos has.
yeah. Plus 3 wounds in his staggered again. Jesus. So that goes up to. He's dead. So the Archmage just looks up as Calypso goes, "You are inferior," and just a beam of energy parts the Magos's head from his shoulders, and there's just a smoking crater of a neck. And Calypso lowers the Archaeotech pistol, looks at Fool. "I would like to offer thanks for having been invited on this mission."
As he says, offering thanks.
Yeah.
It seemed the best course of action.
You were correct. Cool. That brings us to Sven.
Right. Who have we got left to kill? Just these guys down here.
Just these guys. Looks at 48 guards, Skitari warriors.
Charging is double your movement.
Double, yeah.
Okay, gonna charge in to the squad of 30 Skitari.
Luis.
Boom.
Nice.
Selected. Right. Roll damage.
Pooty.
And there you go.
Nice. Good work. You will attempt to not die. We will fail. As you kill 14 of them, Sven. Leaping into the middle of these Qatari warriors, you spin, twisting around and carving into them. Just fucking butchering them. There's no other word for it. Alright,
Man is
anyone
getting annoyed at
more?
being treated as target practice.
But you make such good target practice. Alright, Gristle. Gristle will kill Cardigan. Sprint. 11. 16 is his charge, so he will sprint another 8 meters. There. Cool. First gunner. Sven's in range now. David, would you roll me a d4? Let's see what they've got.
There you go, good sir.
Oh, come on, they've got heavy flamers. That's not handy, I kept them back. Well, guess they're gonna need to get closer. What's the range on a heavy flamer? Not great. They can... Okay. Okay, long range, but we'll give it a go. So we'll use the heavy flamers on you, Sven. Jesus, they rolled incredible. They'll also hit Gristle with this because of the shifts. We're at 15 damage, AP -1.
Sounds good, I will sort that out now with you.
We are both in the shock though. Sanctuary's dropped. Sanctuary dropped.
Yes, unfortunately.
Dodge area of effect? No.
No, you did. Yeah, no, not in this instance.
It still won't let me I don't know what's going on. Hang on, let me try that. No, it still won't let me do it for some reason. It's saying I can't modify it. I'm not entirely sure why.
That's weird as fuck. 1 second.
It's okay.
Okay. No, it's because you took no damage from it anyway, but for some reason it's being really anal
It's
about
being
it.
weird like that.
Yeah, you took no damage. These ones will shift into the centre here, and recognising there's a lot of stuff on full, they will pop shots at Grimly, first person they see, with the autocannons.
No! Bastard.
Oh, they critted.
Oh shit.
Oh god. Grimly's covered in grenades.
Oh god.
I'll allow Wrath or Glory to be used to negate this shit.
Take it all, my good sir, take it all.
he has one Wrath of his own. I will spend it to negate that. I know it's rules as written, I know it's blatantly biased, but it's Grimly.
I will say, and as much as we don't want it, that is exactly what we came across and we ruled it out last time.
That is true. Let me see what the damage is on his just regular wounds first. Okay, that would wound him and bring him down to 7 out of 11 health. He would then take an immediate 6, and every explosive he is carrying inflicts 1d3 mortal wounds. Officer Grimly is carrying two frag grenades, 2 crack grenades, 1 plasma grenade, 1 mind scrambler grenade, and 1 shock grenade. 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is 7d3 mortal wounds. So whatever this is, halved. Yeah. Fuck, there's a moment as the autocannons are lowered, and as they ping off a fool's armour and Calypso ducks for cover, Grimly takes a hit in the chest. As he staggers back, he coughs blood. He pins the grenades as he tries to sort of hand them off, but he sees that they're too tied into his webbing, and as that hissing expands, he looks up and he closes his eyes and he goes, I am on the beaches of Ava, and he detonates in red blood and gore. And Officer Grimly dies.
God damn it. Now I've got a fucking Fenrisian wolf to fucking adopt.
Summer and Ryan just became a little more pissed off.
Oh,
I'm sorry to be that unpopular.
No, it's correct. It is correct. It is absolutely correct.
If it's already been determined in previous runs, then yeah, we would.
Yeah, no, it just sucks because it's a fan favourite, but it's no different to Dermot or anything like that. It's completely correct. It just sucks. I love Grimly. I really do. No damage from the Galvanics, good sir. The Cacophon Battle Servitor, I'm going to give it some extra movement for the fact it wasn't around last turn, but it's still going to sprint 20 metres to come up and join the combat. The Avalosian Oathbound, seeing Grimly go down, there are roars of anger. They are going to move 6 metres using their jump packs and fire into the guys who shot at Grimly. First one's first, the plasma gun, the melter gun, the long las, and lastly their las guns. They just unleash everything onto that Ravager squad. Jesus Christ, they critted twice.
And I believe that Cadigan saw that.
Yeah, he definitely did. Plasma first.
Quick question.
So,
Would this affect how this happens to Grimly? But the servitors were a mob, right?
they were once, yeah, but there's now just one dude remaining.
Ah. If mobs can't crit, I don't know if that would have saved him.
It wouldn't have saved him anyway, but that is a nice thought. But no, they're not a mob once they're reduced down to one dude, unfortunately.
I'm fucking coping, dude.
Yeah, no, I understand. The Aravician Guard fire into the singular heavy gunner, essentially. If anyone's familiar with the 30k line, these guys are dark mech versions of the Myrmidons, if you know them. Basically, Skitarii heavy gunners. And that singular warrior is just absolutely torn apart and killed. But the damage is done. And as we go back to the top of initiative, we pause in the battle. As time slows, the beams of galvanic energy strike across the battlefield. As bullets sort of freeze in the air, there is just a red stain, a smear across the ground that was one of the most beloved members of, I guess, this campaign, but also just on Avalos, and the last true survivor of Avalos. And with that, we have been Tattletales RPG, where the table may indeed be virtual, but you are most certainly welcome at it. We'll pick this up next week, team. Bye for now.
Finally, it has come, that which we feared most. You told me a long time ago, old friend, one must always leave one's mark upon a plan. Without a signature, a plan is meaningless. One must devote oneself to it, utterly, with total conviction. I have lain my hand upon this plan, this terminus decree, this fail-safe. I pray it will never return. For when it returns, the galaxy will never be the same again. The fires of war will have been to embers as to what is to come. My sigil rests alongside your own. We have both given ourselves to this. I offer no comfort. Make no mistake, it will return. When it does, when it does, the galaxy will burn in the fires of Blackthrone. Finally, it has come, that which we feared most. You told me a long time ago, old friend, one must always leave one's mark upon a plan. Without a signature, a plan is meaningless. One must devote oneself to it, utterly, with total conviction. I have lain my hand upon this plan, this terminus decree, this fail-safe. I pray it will never return. For when it returns, the galaxy will never be the same again. The fires of war will have been to embers as to what is to come. My sigil rests alongside your own. We have both given ourselves to this. I offer no comfort. Make no mistake, it will return. When it does, when it does, the galaxy will burn in the fires of Blackthrone. Finally, it has come, that which we feared most. You told me a long time ago, old friend, one must always leave one's mark upon a plan. Without a signature,